Oh, boy, that went exactly the way we expected to go, right, guys? Yeah. 34-17. It was a blowout. Yeah, even covered the spread, right? Right? Ugh. Jesus Christ, thank God for the box score. At least that makes it look pretty. But for all of us who were there or watching the game at home, we were like, whoa, hey, whoa, hey, what the fuck? Yes, I have a question here in the back. Yes, section 225, row 16. The fuck you guys doing? Did you miss a smoothie on the way into work? I mean, that first half, oh, that was bad. Oh, that was really bad. And I look back at it now and I think to myself, Jesus, this is what Cowboys and Giants fans got to suffer through the entire game. Oh, that's bad. All right, look, Eagles, straight talk. You can take a team like the Jacksonville Jaguars, all right? Go down by 17 points, play like shit, don't cover anybody, don't block anybody. Go into halftime, allow Chip to make the adjustments, then come out and score 34 unanswered points like, ha, just kidding. But you think you're going to pull that shit on the road on Monday Night Football against the Colts? Ha, think again. Now, I know I spent the majority of last week's preview just ragging on the Jaguars, just making fun of the Jaguars. And in my heart of hearts, I really do think they're a useless franchise. But this week, we're playing the Colts. And I like the Colts. I mean, what's not to like about the Colts? I mean, Chuck Pagano and his brave battle against leukemia had the whole city of Indianapolis, hell, the whole NFL throwing their support behind the cause, right? Chuck strong. Even the cheerleaders shaving their heads, looking like me, right? To throw their support behind the cause. I mean, that's kind of a class move, right? Andrew Luck. I like him. I think he was the fucking man in that show, Amish Mafia. They even got my boy Colt Anderson playing for them now. Like I said, there's not a whole lot of reason to not like the Indianapolis Colts. Oh, all right, that guy? Okay, yeah, that guy's kind of a dick. Now, look, we all know the legal trouble that Jimbo's got himself into this year. And if you ask me, he's going about it all wrong. All wrong. Look, if you want to pop some pills and roll around with a fat stack of cash, I mean, do it the right way. Do it the Wes Welker way and only get yourself suspended for 4 games, not 6. All you gotta do is dress up like Forrest Gump with a fedora, party your ass off at the Kentucky Derby, win a fat stack of cash, and pass it around to strangers like you're Pac-Man Jones at a Las Vegas strip club. Now listen, kiddies, I am not condoning the abuse or use of illegal drugs, but Molly or no Molly, it still sounds like a pretty good fucking time to me. And I was gonna bust on the guy, you know, for the Twitter thing, always on Twitter, tweet, won't shut up, tweet, and everything. I mean, he's one of those owners that just say, why are you hogging up the spotlight? But upon further review, the evidence would suggest that perhaps, I don't know, maybe I'm the one that should shut the fuck up. No, forget it. That ain't happening. No, you have a better chance of seeing Tim Tebow profess his undying love for Michael Sam. And I don't know about you, but I think that would make a hilarious reality TV show, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it? The Michael and Tim show. You got Tim, the white, Caucasian, Catholic, ex-football star without a job. And then on the other side, you got Michael Sam, the African-American, homosexual football star with a job. It would be just like The Odd Couple, right? They'd have playful banter back and forth, like Mike would look down at Tim and say, Tim, why are you on your knees? And then Tim would look up at Mike and say, I'm praying to Jesus for one more shot at football glory. And then Tim would look down at Michael and say, Michael, why are you on your knees? Oh, jeez, oh, God. I don't know. I'd imagine it would go something like that. Hey, Oprah, you got enough money. Make that shit happen. Anyway, listen, Eagles, if you're gonna beat the Colts, all right, you gotta understand one thing. Everything in the world surrounds Andrew Luck, all right? I don't fear the defense. I don't fear their run game. In fact, the only person that fears Trent Richardson is Kurt Coleman. You want to beat the Colts, I mean, you got to put pressure on Andrew Luck. And not that almost got there pressure that made Chad Henne look like fucking Johnny Unitas, all right? You got to get to Luck, and you got to put his ass on the ground. I mean, the pass rush has been like a huge question mark throughout the offseason, throughout mini camps, throughout training camps, preseason, and now it's trickling over into the regular season. It's not like we're getting any help from our rookie first-round pick. So come on, guys. You got to get the job done. And before we get way too ahead of ourselves, look, don't get too blitz happy either. Because Andrew Luck still has a lot of weapons at wide receiver can make you pay for. Not to mention legs that can run around the outside or just truck you right over the middle. So, hey, the dudes up front with your hand in the dirt, it's up to you. And as far as the offense goes, oh, you freaking guys. Look, against the Jaguars, it wasn't about the scheme. The scheme was good, all right? The execution was piss poor, all right? It was awful. You played sloppy-ass football. You know it. I know it. Everybody watching the game knows it. Time to button it up. And as far as the offensive line goes, I don't know what to tell you guys. I mean, I don't know. You got backups backing up backups now in the starting rotation at the offensive line. Evan Mathis is gone for a while. We're still waiting for Lane Johnson to come back from suspension. Yeah, the backup, that backup's injured, that backup's injured. We had a backup over here. Now he's injured. I mean, look, the one thing that Chip Kelly's going to have to do against the Colts, because the Colts really don't have a pass rush, but we got so many, like, inexperienced offensive linemen going. We got to have a little razzle-dazzle this week, all right? A little misdirection. We're blocking this way. We're going this way. Shady, out in space, making things happen. Darren Sproles on a bubble screen. Jordan Matthews, we're going this way, but then we're going that way. And now we're over here, but we're up there. And now we're down here. I mean, we need a little bit of that Chip Kelly razzle-dazzle. So key to victory number one. The outside linebackers and the defensive line need to get pressure on Andrew Luck, put his ass on the ground, and get the hell off the field on third down. Key to victory number two is that Chip Kelly needs to scheme his offense a little bit better to hide the weakness of our offensive line. And key to victory number three, Nicky. Listen, last game, I mean, I wasn't listening to the commentators. I wasn't listening to the radio. I was in the stands seeing it for myself. And I'll tell you what, there was one time where you threw a ball to a receiver where you thought he was going to be, and he threw it to the fucking Eagles bench. Listen, man, preseason, training camp, you've been worrying me a little, okay? Coming off that season, you're now the guy you've been like this. All right, you haven't been the guy that's putting up the same amount of stats that you did last year. We need to see the Nick Foles of 2013 right here, right now, with the nation watching, prime time against the Colts. And congratulations to Anthony Maganelli. That's right, Anthony Maganelli. Nice Irish boy, right? He won last week's Facebook Friday by guessing the correct amount of passing yards the Jaguars would have against the Eagles defense. This week's Facebook Friday prize will be an Eagles 8x10 signed by cornerback and resident Patriots hater, Kerry Williams. So make sure you give the Facebook page down below a like, facebook.com/Eagles Tailgate Team. And make sure you follow me on Twitter and Instagram at the Mighty EROCK. Twitter's just a bunch of fucking stupid-ass jokes with some Photoshop pictures, but whatever, we have a good time with it, all right? So make sure you follow me at the Mighty EROCK. And until next time, let's go Birds, and I will see you next week.